Hi neighbors, welcome to another video of Cooking with Neighbors. It is I, Jerri-ellen, and today I'm going to do two side dishes. And thinking of the American Thanksgiving and all the stuff that everybody will be making, I thought I'd do a mashed potato in my slow cooker, and that'll free up some space in your oven and stove top and whatnot. And you can keep it on warm when it's done until you're ready to serve it. And I'm going to do a green bean casserole, which we don't make often enough. We love it. I don't know why I don't make it more often. But anywho, let's start off with these mashed potatoes. So you need a bit of a large crock pot, I guess, or at least 6 quart. And I'm going to strain the water off. I peeled 2.5 kilograms or 5 pounds of russet potatoes. Actually, it might not even be quite 5 pounds that I peeled, but let's just say 3 cups of chicken broth. And if you're doing this on the stovetop, you can do it the same way, just in a pot. And I have 2 cloves of garlic that I'm just going to toss in there. Optional if you don't want garlic, of course, don't put her in. I'm not going to add salt or pepper until the end. I'm going to cut up a stick of butter. There's going to be more stuff going in when they're ready. More butter too, believe it or not, because everything's better with butter, as we all know. Okey-dokey. Let's get that lid on, and I'm going to put it on high. And when they're done, and I have them mashed and on warm, that's when I'll throw in the green bean casserole. Okay, so depending on how big or small you cut your potatoes, depends on how long you're going to have it in there. And mine have been in here for 2.5 hours on high, and they're kind of coming apart on me. So I'm going to give them a bit of a mash. And I'm going to do a couple of different mashed potatoes over the next little bit because, yeah, why not? Why not? So I'm going to put in cream cheese. 250 grams or 8 ounces. My hands are clean. That's going to melt in there and thicken this up too. Okay, so I didn't quite put in the 5 pounds, so it's not as thick as I would like. So what I did is I sliced up a couple more potatoes thinly and going to cook them up in there. So make sure you use 5 or 6 pounds. I was just kind of eyeballing it, and instead of taking out my scale, which I should have took out my scale. That's okay. See how this works out. I'm leaving this on high for a while, and then I'll come back and mash them. In a slow cooker here, I'm doing Crockpot pork chops, and I'll just tell you quickly what I did with that at the end of the video as well. Okay, neighbors, I'm doing up my green bean casserole now because people keep taking the green beans, and soon I won't have any left to do the casserole with. So, oven preheating, you can do 350, 375, it's just, doesn't matter because you're just heating everything through. A can of cream of mushroom. You can do cream of celery, you can use cream of chicken, you could do a little bit of both. I'm just going to do cream of mushroom, like you could use whatever cream of whatever heart desires. And a cup of chicken broth. You can use half a cup to a cup, whatever consistency you feel like. And then pour this on over. Give it a stir. Add some pepper and salt to taste. I like putting some mixed through, and I like putting some on top. And you can use, you can fry up some bacon and put some bacon in there. if you want. So you're probably going to use like about a half a cup's worth of this all together. I put that in the oven once it's preheated. Okay, neighbors, I wanted it to be presentable for you because, yeah, I wanted it to look appetizing. So I'm going to get three spoons of tasty food. I salvaged the potatoes, so make sure if you're doing it in there before adding all your liquid and that, that you have a bit of potatoes to work with. Because it's easier to add more liquid at the end than to add more potatoes like I had to do. But they came out creamy and good. I would have liked them to be a bit thicker, actually, but I'm not going to keep messing with them because I don't want it to turn into anything yucky. So, here we go. Actually, that's pretty good. Doing a different spoon, doing another taste. Just make sure, you know, quality control. I am happy with the potatoes. So this is my green bean casserole, and got some crispy onions on top. It's a bit of a theme with these dishes. I've got canned stuff in it. Okay, my pork chops. How I did those. 6 bone-in good-sized pork chops. One second. Very tender. Those are really good too. So, what I did, 6 good-sized pork chops bone-in, put them in my slow cooker. And in a bowl, I mixed together a can of cream of chicken, a can of cream of mushroom, 3/4 of a cup of beef broth, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and mixed that all up, poured it on over my pork chops. Oh yeah, and you can either use like a can of mushrooms, like the stems and pieces, or you can chop up some mushrooms yourself and put them in. And then I turned it on high for close to 3 hours and 40 minutes, fully cooked, nice and tender. Do a cornstarch slurry at the end to thicken it up if you want, or you can, the last half hour cooking, put a few tablespoons of flour and in a mason jar with some water and give it a good shake so that it looks like thin milk, no lumps, and pour that in and let that bubble away in there for the last half hour or so cooking to thicken it up if you want to do that. So, and that way you end up with like a nice bit of like a mushroomy gravy, pork chop mushroom gravy. But anyway, I'm rambling on because I love spending time with you, and hopefully you love spending time here. I appreciate you all. Peace, love, God bless, and please come back again. Bye.